Good morning, everybody. So I'm looking a little rough at the moment. That's an understatement. I had a really rough night. Oh my god, look, my lipstick is even half on. I had a really rough night last night. I went to bed crying, unfortunately, so my eyes are very, very swollen this morning. But today, for me, is Thanksgiving. I know that I'm trying to post this the weekend of Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had a wonderful and a fantastic Thanksgiving. Every year I try to do a Thanksgiving get ready with me. This year I decided to do it slightly different, kind of more in a vlog style. Later on when we get into our makeup, I'll probably switch over to my nicer camera. I have the battery charging for that. But today I figured I would just show you a full routine of getting ready from the ugly to the glam. So let's do it. Honestly, I'm not gonna like wash my hair or anything. I find that freshly washed hair doesn't style as well as if it's like a day or two dirty. So, so I'm not washing my hair. Just gonna throw it up, keep it out of the water, and then once we're out, we'll start to get really ready. I like to follow up my showers with a little bit of coconut oil. What do you have? Arrow. I like to follow up with a little bit of coconut oil on my skin, and because I absolutely adore the smell of it, I go over my skin also with some pink lotion. Now I do try avoiding putting the coconut oil on my face before I put on makeup because it's my makeup remover, so I don't want it to allow my foundation to break up or anything. So just really over my chest, my legs, my arms is where I concentrate the most. Now I'm going to be wearing tights, so it's not going to be that big of a deal on the legs, but this is just the routine that I like to follow. So I went ahead and I grabbed my clothes real quick because before we do my hair, I knew my top was tight around the neck, so I didn't want all the curls in my hair and then try to get on this shirt. However, oh, you know what? I actually forgot that it ties in the back. I wanted to try on this outfit and I just didn't, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I'm afraid that something's not going to fit right. So let me get this outfit on and then we'll see what that looks like. And then these are the tights that I'll be using. This is called Leg Avenue Rhinestone Fishnet Tights, and they're just like in a nude color. So again, let me get all of this on and then I'll come back and we'll start on the hair. So I've gotten to the point of the bodysuit and tights. Let me just clip the little bodysuit piece together. And this ties in the back. Now I'm curious. Okay, good. I know the tag's still there, but I was worried about my bra showing. But we're good on that. That's cute. And then my tights. I have my tights on. Very hard to see. They're very, very sparkly. And I like them very much. Now my skirt is this brown faux leather skirt. It has all buttons coming down the front. I know it's a bit dark, I apologize. I don't have another light. But this came from the classic Heroine collection. And I'm curious about looking more of this collection up because this is, I love this style of clothing. I don't want to take off the price tag yet because I want to make sure it fits, and if it doesn't, I want to be able to return it. I'm hoping that it fits because I don't know what my plan B would be, but let me slip this on real quick. Okay, so far so good, I think. Got it here. I'm just buttoning it again. It's a little bit loose. I wanted it a little bit tighter. The problem is I'm just a very small person, so it's hard to find stuff that fits right. But luckily it does have a tie here in the front, so that definitely tightens it a bit for me. Okay, you know what? It's actually, I don't think that bad. Let's get started on the hair. There's a couple of things that I have to pull out. First of all, this whole time I've been having my Nume wand heat up. This is what I use. Weirdest thing, very quick side note. I had bought this. It came with like a 5-piece like interchangeable wand, and it stopped working like 2 weeks after I got it, and it didn't work forever, and I like put it away, and then I pulled it out maybe a year ago, and I plugged it back in and it started heating up again. It was the weirdest thing. So I don't know what was up with that, but that's been heating up. That's about, I think, 1 inch. So I'm also gonna need a lot of bobby pins. lots of bobby pins, my teasing brush, hairspray, and I've been using the Big Sexy Hair, but if you don't have that, I was using this for a long time, the Aussie Hairspray Headstrong Volume, and then I'm just going to grab a paddle brush as well that's covered in my hair. All right, so I'm gonna explain a little bit, and then we'll kind of time lapse it here because it's gonna take me a little while. So let me get my hair down. And the reason that I wanted today's focus to be mostly on the hair, you're gonna see with the makeup, I'm gonna do something that you guys have probably seen before, so we're gonna kind of race through the makeup. So today's focus is going to be on the hair because you guys have been asking me and requesting me to show you how I curl my hair, and I've been wanting to. It's just about the opportunity to do so. So here is my natural hair. Again, I didn't wet it or anything in the shower, but this is the actual length. When it's straightened, it comes a little bit below my bosoms. It was, I feel like having it teased and just kind of sleeping in it automatically gives you some natural volume. So this is just my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back. Now you're gonna see something. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna explain why I do it. You can skip this step, but let's say that I'm sectioning my hair, right? So I pull my hair up, I section this teeny tiny section back here. Why is this in a ponytail? Good reason. So I start my sectioning about here. I start like at the my ears, spring it around, and then gather this hair. The reason that I tie this hair back is because if I don't and I put my hair down, this is the hair that usually hangs out right here. And because it's so much shorter than my extensions, you can really, I think, tell, you know, that it's just like a blunt cut off piece and then it's long hair. So to kind of hide it, I put it in a ponytail, and that way it never comes to the front of my hair. That's totally optional. Everybody's hair is different. Your hair might not be as short as mine. It might be shorter than mine. That's just what has worked for me for years. And I just use teeny tiny elastics for that. You can get like a pack of 100 for $1 or something at Walmart. So with my extensions, I actually like to put all my extensions in my hair before I start curling. I find the extension track that pretty much fits the length of my section. So here's my section. I'm going to take my clips, just dig them in there, clip, dig them in, clip. I know just for me, because I have been doing this forever, I actually put 2 tracks there. So I'm going to find a track that's a little bit wider, like this one might work. This is a 3-clip one, not a 2-clip one. And then once again, right above this first track, I'm going to dig it in, clip, clip, clip. Just make sure they're snug, they feel good. So at this point, you might assume I would go ahead and curl this. There's that headband. There's that elastic piece right here. So let me show you an example. If I didn't tie that hair back, this is how my hair always sits. So you can see that I have very short pieces here, and then it's long. But because I tie it back, that will never be seen, and it's just long. Okay? So let me go ahead and continue this all throughout my hair. I'll pull down my hair again and show you another section. So kind of just push my hair back and take another small section. Now I don't think they have to be perfectly you know, straight or anything, but we're gonna grab another section about that thick, okay, all around my hair. So I'm pulling up the rest, and I'm going to clip it. Now if you have very straight hair, very slick hair. I have curly hair, so my hair is naturally textured, so I don't really run into the issue of my extensions slipping out. But if you have very, very straight hair, again, smooth hair, if you want, you can always tease your hair a little bit at the root just to give your hair some grip and for something the extensions to stick onto. Now, most of my teasing is done at the top of my hair, so I'm going to skip that, but that is something that you can do. So let me continue finding extensions. I even have extension tracks that have 4 clips. They're much longer. This is kind of like my middle sections. I'm gonna just continue this all around my hair. I don't have too many tracks to go through, but then I'm gonna bring you guys back when we get to the top of my hair, because I pin my extensions a little differently, and I just want to talk about why. So let me get these in. Okay, so I only have 2 tracks left. I have another small 2 clip track, and I have another large 4 clip track. We're kind of nearing the top of my hair. So this track, it has an extension coming around here, but then nothing right here. So this is kind of like the last section that I pulled down a little bit above my ears, close to my temple. I am going to take down my hair. I'm going to push my hair back. And then this is kind of my teasing area. So I don't want extensions really to come any higher than about here. So if I take my fingers, right here, let's make some antlers. If I take my fingers and just go around my hair to the crown, I'm going to take this section of hair, pull down the rest. And this, my dears, is called my teasing section. No extensions are going in here. Comes around. Probably looks like a mess, but it's okay. And I'm going to completely clip up this section. We're not going to see this section, this top section again, until it comes to curling. So we can really just get that out of the way. Now I'm going to put in my last 2 sets of extensions. And you kind of want to think about your hair. Where does it part? My part starts here and comes over here. So this side of my face has more hair to it. So there's going to be more hair to be able to cover up extensions. So with that said, I'm going to take this small piece and I'm going to put it on this side where it's not going to have as much hair to cover the extensions. So I'm going to once again brush out my tracks. Now I don't want to put my extensions, like I'm not going to clip it right here, right at the hairline. I actually want to bring it back about maybe a ½ inch to an inch and clip it there instead. I feel like if I clip it here, it's more easily visible. So clip that, and then we're going to clip that second clip. Oh, I feel an extension not clipped quite right. Let me fix that. There we go. Then for our last track, and I saved this one for the top because it's slightly shorter, so I don't really want it on the bottom. But again, I'm not going to clip it at the hairline, but about an inch back. Okay, clip that, and then just clip it all the way around, pretty much following the line that we made with the part. Once all my extensions are clipped in, at this point you could go in and kind of feel your clips, feel if any of them kind of need to be re-clipped. I feel like it's easier to do that now than later, so I just make sure that they're all kind of snug. You can give them a slight pull and see if any of them come out easily. I've been wearing extensions for years, so I'm not worried about it, but I know that's one of the main concerns for people who don't wear extensions often. They're worried about them falling out. I've never had an extension just like fall out, you know. I've had extensions, maybe one clip came loose and I had to adjust it, but you know, it takes experience and practice. So now I'm gonna basically resection my hair. So I can find where a track is, section my hair right there. We're probably gonna split this hair into 3 sections. I don't do tiny sections, I like big waves, so we're not going to be doing a million tiny curls, we're going to be doing larger curls. So I have one bun up here with my little baby section, and then the rest of my hair that we're going to curl. So to get started on curling, I take sections about this big, is probably about an inch to an inch and a half. Sometimes I'll grab smaller sections, sometimes I'll grab bigger sections just to kind of give my hair, make it more look more natural. And then I'm going to take my wand and I'm going to begin alternating curls. So this first curl is being turned away from my face. The next curl will be turned toward my face. Next curl away from my face, alternating back and forth again until we get to the top. So I hold it on for about 20 seconds. Then I re-wrap it up. And I found that I usually need 2 bobby pins to hold in these curls so they don't fall. So one on one side, and then I go in with another one in the back. It would definitely help if you had like alligator clips or something, maybe like small ones, but I just don't have any. So bobby pins do work, but it's probably not the best thing you could ever use. My cord is so tangled. That's crazy. But this last section is done. I just kind of let it fall into my hands. So our first section is done. So we have 4 curls down here. Now I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna bring down our next section. Okay, this section I'm basically gonna split in half. Then basically just gonna continue the process all around my head. So I'm not gonna keep you guys here through the whole thing. So the next 2 sections I'm gonna again alternate curls. Then once I get to the top section, things get a little tiny bit differently, and I wanna show you how I do it. So I'll bring you guys back and we'll talk about it then. This is officially pinned. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move to the top section without any extensions. And the reason I just want to bring this back is bring you back for this section is just slightly different. So I'll show you guys how I normally tease a little bit later, because I don't like to tease and then curl and pin my hair. Actually, this is a good look. I think we're done with today. We're done. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So this very first section, my bang, I'm going to take a little guy. Okay, I'm going to start with the front. Once again, brush it out. And I haven't perfected the way that I curl this very front section, but the way that I've been doing it is just taking my wand and twisting it this way. Now the only real difference with the top of my hair is I'm going to curl them all the same direction. So all of my curls I want to be facing away from my face. That's really the only major difference. I just don't want alternating curls on the very top section. Now, because my natural hair is so short, obviously these sections are much shorter than the extensions. Front sections, the very front sections, I don't go all the way to the root, but the other sections I get pretty close. I go about like maybe a ½ inch away from the root of my hair. Oh my gosh, you can hear, I can just hear the wind outside. Today's supposed to be very, very cold, and then we have frigid wind too, so glad I wore tights. I got my nails redone yesterday, and I did like a gold. Let that drop. We're gonna turn off our curling iron for now. Let's pin this up. So we're done with our hair from now, so that's why I always do my hair before my makeup. So this is gonna sit like this for the entirety of doing my makeup, and you know, if I was getting dressed or whatever. So this has a long time to sit and set. I am going to take my hairspray, and now it's time to do my makeup. So I'm going to grab all my stuff and I'll meet you downstairs. To be honest, because I didn't want this video to be 1,000 years long, we're just gonna speed through my makeup, but I am doing a look that I think I've done before on my channel. So if I can find a really similar makeup tutorial, I'm just gonna leave it linked right up here, I believe. But it's basically the same thing I've been doing for the past couple of tutorials where it comes to my face. We're just gonna do some festive makeup. So I'll meet you guys downstairs. it's officially time to take out the curls. Now, it's been a little while. I finished my makeup. I made my daughter, husband, and I some lunch, so these curls are definitely cooled and set. So I'm just gonna go around starting from the bottom, working my way up, taking out the pins, and just letting the curls fall. Okay, so once you think you might have all the pins out, I'm gonna just readjust a couple of extensions that might have gotten a little bit loose or I'm just not 100% comfortable with. But for the most part, I feel like I got most of the bobby pins out. It's kind of hard to tell with extensions in because you can't always tell if it's a track or a bobby pin. So you might find some throughout the day or the night, but that's okay. Okay, at this point I'm gonna let my curls sit for a second. They still look crazy. I don't just leave them looking like this, but I am going to split my hair and move it to the front of my head just so I'm able to give it another quick spritz of my hairspray. So I just kind of lift up the ends and spray the whole thing. Ooh, see? A bobby pin just fell out and I have no idea where it came from. My bangs. Like I said, I part my hair on this side. Now, when I was in high school, I used to flip-flop sides a lot to figure out which side I preferred it on. I actually have a beauty mark on this side, which I like to be seen. I don't know, it's a part of my body I like. So I had flipped it to this side, and that's how I've kept it ever since. So the way that I tease my hair is already parted here, and I start my tease about halfway down my scalp. So I'm going to, might help if I move my hair to the back of my hair again now that we've sprayed it, but I'm going to just lift up some hair right on the crown of my head, but again kind of starting at that halfway point. I'm going to very lightly brush it out because I'm not trying to brush away the curls, and I'm just going to back comb, but I back comb and bring it up higher, and the higher that I get, the lighter my touch is. So like down here I'm a bit more heavy-handed, and then as I move upward I get lighter. And then I'm just gonna let that sit like that. It's gonna look crazy for a second, but I am going to spray the end, and you can even flip it forward like this and leave it to set like that, and that way you can even grab the hair, the section right behind it, and it won't be in the way. So we're gonna again lightly brush that, a little more heavy-handed right to the root, and then as I work my way up, about halfway is where I stop, but as I work my way up, getting lighter with the touch, flipping it forward, and we're gonna spray that again. And I'm gonna leave it forward for a second. We're gonna move to the side of my head. So you gotta keep in mind my extension track is right about here. Here's like the end of my extension track. So I'm basically taking all of the hair above the extension track and I'm gonna tease that. So I'm lifting up my hair, teasing right at the root, moving my way up a little bit. I'm gonna spray that as well. And let that sit for just a second. And then we're gonna do the other side as well. So trying to keep my hair as flipped over as I can. I'm gonna do this side. This side I want to be a little more gentle with because my bang is on the side and I don't want to mess it up if I like the curl. So I'm just going to take small sections on this side and just I'm going to lightly tease that. I'm not even going to tease it as much. I'm going to take a section under my extension track, doesn't start until about here. So again, I'm really only teasing the hair that was in that first initial little bun on the top of my head. That's the section that I'm working with at the moment. So again, right at the root, teasing it, spraying that. This is a good hairspray. I really like this. And then I'm just gonna kind of flip my hair back into position. So make my hair go the general direction. Guys, this is it. There's a lot of ugly steps to get to this point. So my hair looks absolutely crazy, but I really want it to maintain that hold throughout the day. So I'm gonna lightly start using my fingers just to kind of start to shape it a little bit. And then I'm gonna take my teasing comb, and I'm not using my teasing comb to brush my hair by any means. I'm using it to simply spread out the like top layer of my hair, because underneath is all tease, it's all knots essentially, so it's not gonna look smooth and neat underneath, but you want that illusion. So you're gonna just go over the very top of your hair. I don't know what that curl is doing. And we're just going to smooth it out. And now when you're teasing, you don't want to just look dead on into the mirror and tease, because Lord knows you look down and you have this. It looks great from up here, but then you look down and that, so you want to look at it kind of at all angles, and just lightly smooth as you go. You can kind of re-tease any areas that you feel like needs it a little bit. Keep in mind, it's gonna fall throughout the day. It's not gonna look like this all day. So, you know, in the very beginning, it's gonna be very, very big, but trust me, in a couple of hours, it's gonna really settle. And once I'm happy with that, now I have these big waves that I kind of want to break up a little bit. So first I like to just use my fingers. Ooh, there's like a pin holding some hair back. Where are you? I absolutely love this brush for this hairstyle. It's a big, like, wide tooth brush. I think it's perfect. Starting at the ends here and just kind of lightly combing through the curls. I'm not trying to really brush my hair out. I'm just trying to maybe break up the curls a tiny bit. I don't break them up as much as I get to the top of my hair. I like them to be a little bit tighter toward the top. Same thing. You can even see the difference by just doing that. You see how much fluffier and like more voluminous this side looks, and all I did was brush it out a tiny bit with this comb. So just to make the sides match. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to give it one last quick spray. Not too much, because we already went over all the curls, but just to hold this style in place. Then I went ahead, and while my curling iron was heating up, I got my earrings here. And we're gonna pop those on as well. Oh, I can't wait to eat. I'm getting so hungry. I know we just had lunch not that long ago, but I can't wait to eat more. Oh, Thanksgiving is so much fun. I've always loved it. Ever since I was a little kid, it was always one of my favorite holidays. Also, I didn't do my lips yet, as you can see, because I had gotten my hands actually on a Kylie lip kit from Ulta, because Ulta is now carrying them. And oh my gosh, I can't remember the color. I'll leave it down below. But I think it's in my husband's car. But I want to kind of give you guys like a full outfit and hair look. So to kind of just complete the outfit for now, I'm going to be using the Morphe True Story color liquid lipstick just to finish off our look. So let me throw this on here. Actually, now that I put it on, I might actually wear this one. I don't know. I'll try them both on and figure it out. So this is one of the two options it could possibly be. This one might actually be a little... it might be a little too gray for the look. It's definitely a brown, but it has a really gray undertones, so I might end up going with the Kylie one today. But just for the video, my lips are done, so let me go get my shoes and I'll show you guys the full outfit. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I'm gonna kind of show you in like a vlog style. I was trying to figure out how I could set it up, and I wasn't having any luck. Here is the shirt, the skirt that I've hiked up quite high on my waist. My shoes also came from Forever 21. It has the same color that was in my shirt. And then, of course, my rhinestone fishnets. Anyways, guys, we are heading out really, really soon. So I have a couple things I have to do. Thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me. I hope you're happy with showing you how I curled my hair. It's really quite simple, but I wanted to share it with you guys anyways. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any new videos, please hit that subscribe and that notification bell. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!